Hi everyone, I'm Lorraine from Simply English Edinburgh. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to look at some idiomatic expressions with water. So when you're ready, let's get started. The first expression today is water under the bridge. And as you can imagine, if water has passed under a bridge, we are saying that it is gone, and in this expression we mean that something has happened and it is over, we have recovered, we have dealt with it, we have moved on. So for example, if somebody says, "Oh, I saw you in town with Jessica the other day, I thought you guys weren't talking," you might say, "Oh yeah, but that's water under the bridge," meaning, "Oh yeah, we weren't talking. We did have an argument, but we're fine now. We've moved on. We've forgotten about it." So it's a really common expression for use in friendships, in relationships, when you want to say that you've moved on, you've recovered, everything is fine. The next expression is to be like a fish out of water. Well, fish don't survive out of water, so you can imagine that if you are like a fish out of water, you mean that you are very uncomfortable, you are absolutely out of your comfort zone, and you're probably not enjoying the moment very much. So maybe it's a case of you going to an event with another person as their plus one. You don't know anybody there, you feel like you don't have much in common with the people there, you are only maybe there to support your friend or your partner, but really you feel like a fish out of water, and it's an uncomfortable situation to experience, but one I'm sure we're all familiar with, that we've been through at some point in our lives. The next expression is, again, probably one you have experienced, and it's a negative one. To pour cold water on something means that, for instance, you are really excited about a new idea or a proposal, you bring it to your boss, and your boss says, "No way, like absolutely not, it's not going to happen." They pour cold water on your idea or on your plan. It means that you've gone with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of energy, and it's like somebody just throws a bucket of cold water down on top of you, so they have just rejected the idea or the plan or whatever it is. To keep your head above water means that you are just about surviving, getting by, to use the phrasal verb. Maybe in a financial situation, if you're keeping your head above water, it means you're kind of just paying your bills, you don't have any extras for luxury, but you are surviving, you're getting through. Again, it's an uncomfortable situation. You'd like to be in a little bit more of a secure situation, but if you're keeping your head above water, it means you are getting by. So for example, there are many businesses that just about kept their heads above water during the pandemic. They struggled, it was tough, but they did survive. They came out the other end, and hopefully their businesses are now thriving and doing better than ever. If you spend money like water, well, it's just like turning on a tap and letting the water flow. It means that you are very extravagant. You do not pay too much attention to how often you are tapping that contactless card. It means you're spending. If you're spending money like water, yeah, it means that you're not really keeping an eye on the finances. And well, it depends. If you've got the money, go for it. But if you don't, you might want to rein it in. So to rein it in would be to try to pull back, get more control over that situation. To be in hot water, it's kind of literal. It would be very uncomfortable. If you're in hot water, it means you are in trouble. You're having a problem. You have been caught doing something you shouldn't have been doing. You have, a disciplinary meeting coming up at work. You're in hot water. You're in trouble. It's not going to be good for you. The next expression, to go through hell or high water for something, is a long one. But if you go through hell or high water for something, it means you are extremely determined, because it means you will go through those fires, you will swim through the deep seas in order to get to what you want, to see the person you want to see, to achieve your goal. So for example, Sarah went through hell and high water to make it home for Christmas. It means she had to fight at work to get the time off. She had to, book expensive tickets. She had to go on a long journey, but she did it. She overcame all of those obstacles so that she could go home and see her family for Christmas. So going through hell and high water is an idiom we use to mean that someone is focused and determined and they are not going to let anything get in their way. We're going to finish up this video with a phrasal verb. To water something down means to dilute it, to give maybe a more appropriate version of events. You don't want to maybe go into the explicit details of what happened. So if your friend asks you about a certain party that was wild, if your parents ask you about something and you think it's not appropriate to give all the details, you might give them a watered down version, or you might water down the details of the event so that they don't judge you, or just because you think maybe they can't handle everything that you're about to tell them. So, as always, I hope you found these idioms interesting and useful. Some of them I have seen coming up in both CAE and CPE in the Transformations and Use of English Part 4, so they are worth making a note of. If not, they might be useful for you in your speaking or in your writing. But as always, if you have enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, bye.